Hello, tubers. This is Robert 28, 1979. This is take number 2 on this video. The little one over there decided to make a bunch of racket in the last one, and it was just kind of hard. As you see, I got the 646 back in the shop, 222s in the shop. I'll go back over everything for the second time. This one's a little upset at me because I left it sitting out last night and it rained, so it was pretty bad. The seat was soaking wet, and I came in here, pulled it in this morning, put the heater on, flipped the seat up, and the seat's actually dry except for right here in this one front edge corner here. Well, the rest of it's pretty dry, thank goodness. Front tires are flat, which I did find some 3-rib front tires for this. I just gotta make sure before I buy them that they are the right complete size. So I can put 3-rib tires on the front. 646. Oh my goodness. Fixed the hydraulic hose yesterday, got that all replaced. Started it up, drove it, ran out of gas, went and got more gas, put gas in it, filled it up. Was using it, had to kill it so I could run to get myself from school. Got home, not this one, but another son. And got home, started back up to finish what I was doing. And it took a little bit to start, but it finally did. It kind of sputtered for a minute and it died. And I got to start back up. It seemed to run okay. We're about halfway through getting a bucket load of dirt and pulling back to my backyard back there. It died on me. Well, I turned around, I got started back up, and this thing was just running like crap. I mean, just spittering and sputtering, popping, and I tell you what, it was an adventure. Made a stack for it. It's not mounted or anything, just sits over that for right now. Open the hood. But anyway, right back in here is your points box. Now, to make a long story short, I tore all this apart. Intake off, went through the carburetor, the whole 9 yards, put it all back together. The jet in the bottom of the carburetor was loose. Tightened that up, put it all back together. Adjusted the points, set the points at .020. Started it up, running kind of crappy. And that's where I took the intake off and all the other crap. Found that deal in the carburetor, put it back together, started up, still ran crappy. Went back to my points, checked them again. They're out. Well, there's 3 screws in that thing. The top mounting screw and the bottom mounting screw and one in the center, which is an adjuster. That's all it is. Well, the top screw was loose. The bottom screw was loose. Tightened the bottom screw up, but didn't realize the top one was loose at the time. Started up and ran like crap. Killed it. Went in there, checked the points again. They were off. Checked that top screw. Tightened it down. Loosened the bottom one and adjusted the points. Got them set where they're supposed to be. Fired it up. Still ran like crap. Took my tappet covers off, which let me turn this light on so I can see off in there. You see the silicone there? Those are the tappet covers, one there and one over there. Checked the tappets on this thing. They were out. But instead of being too big of a gap, they were too small of a gap. One exhaust had too much gap. Well, I adjusted all those, got them all inspected. The intake is supposed to be set at .007, exhaust at .016. So got those done. Put the intake and everything back on again. Started it up. Same thing, ran like crap. So what the heck? So the cover on the spark goes off. I checked it, checked the gap was still set. So I was, what the crud? So there's 2 screws that hold that box onto the block. They were about finger tight. So I sat there, I took them loose a little bit more and wiggled that thing back and forth as much as I could and put it right back about where it was at, tightened them down, fired up, just ran like a top. So between that box to the block, it was losing ground and not allowing them points to actually act the way they should. Came out here this morning, fired her up. She ran okay. pop, but it's because now that I've cleaned the carburetor and everything else, you choke this thing real quick, you gotta flip that choke off fast or it's gonna flood it. I started a minute ago, I'm gonna start it again. Should fire right off. But other than that, the control valve underneath the bottom, that's off, that thing's just noisy. The control valve underneath the bottom, you can see this little, get all this crap out of the way, little lug. My goodness, this light is just not worth a crud. But that lug there, right beside it over here, there's a screw. You can barely see it, kind of right between. Gotta figure out where my finger's at. Right between here and there, there's a screw on the bottom side right there. That's where all the oil's leaking out from that valve. I've got a parts breakdown diagram of it. I'm gonna order all the new seals and everything, just tear it off and go through it, which I'm gonna end up losing quite a bit of oil. But I've got more. So reverse, still kind of the same thing. It's getting better when you got pressure on that bucket. If you'll yam back and hold that and hit that and slam that pedal down, it'll back up. So I'm actually thinking it's got to do with the hydraulic motor on the rear end. Down there, the hydraulic motor underneath there, but I may tear that apart and rebuild it. But it's gotten better since I blew that line, blew the oil out and replaced it. So I don't know if this had straight 30 weight in it, and it was, or what they put in it, because I don't know, just weird. But since it's got new oil in it, 2 gallons of Rotella T1540, it actually does better. The other things I was going to talk about is what I got outside. I've got a 94 Chevrolet regular cab long bed pickup that I've got to tear the steering column down in. They went and started the other morning. It started up. All the gauges started acting goofy, doing some weird stuff. Brake lights stayed on. They went to go turn it off, and the key wouldn't turn. It was stuck on the on position. So they called me. I told them what fuses to pull to kill the truck. They pulled them, and I said, no, unhook the battery, and leave the battery unhooked. Well, they called me 2 days ago, said, hey, we can't get this thing in the gear. I said, what do you mean? The shifter won't turn. The key's on the run position, but the shifter won't move. So I told him, I said, well, it might not be the switch in the column, it might be the rack within the column, so I have to tear the whole thing down. So they drug it over here. But as you can see, I've got so much crap in the shop, I can't get it in at the moment. So I gotta get this cleaned out today. Get that generator loaded up in the back of that white truck that belongs to them. It's a hunk of junk. I may offer $50 just to take it off there and just mount it somewhere else and have a generator hard mount or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But anyways, I got that to work on. I've got a gray Ford. I got to put that slave cylinder in. Guy said he's not in a hurry for it, but I need to get it done, get it out of here. And then I've got a 94 green and white Ford F-250 crew cab long bed truck out there with a 7.3 turbo diesel in it. Yeah, I've got to drop the pan and put a oil pump in, the low pressure oil pump going bad on, so I got to replace that. Did that done. And then I got the other truck, got to pull the motor out of it, put it in the other truck, and the whole stupid jazz. They want me to do it for $200 and then they don't even leave the damn keys to the freaking truck. So it's like, you know what, screw you, come get your shit. I'm at that point. I'd rather not do it. Don't repeat me, boy. I'd rather not even mess with that. Cause you figure by the time you pull the motor out of the white truck, pull the red truck in, pull the motor out, take the motor out of the white truck, put into the red truck, you've got 24 hours labor into just doing that. And for $200, that's less than $2 an hour. And I'm sorry, I don't work that damn cheap. So I gotta contact them, see if they want to adjust that up to $500 or, which is still way too cheap to do it. But I'm not gonna do it for $200. So I was understanding just pull the motor out of the white truck and set it off in the back of the other truck. I said, well, yeah, a couple $100, I'll do that for you. Well, now it rears to pull another motor and drop the motor in the whole 9 yards for $200. No, I'm not doing that. Other than that, I got a lawnmower out there I bought. It's a yard machine. I think y'all seen it in another video. I gotta get that in here, see if I can get it cleaned up and running, get it moving and working, get it up for sale. I've got another one out here. It's got a Kohler Command 15 horse. No, you stay in here, buddy, okay? No, you stay right here. Yeah, it's windy as frig, so you're gonna get a lot of wind in the mic. Sorry about it. Ain't nothing I can do. So there's a Chevy I gotta work on. There's that yard machine I gotta work on as I own it. This one, it's got the Kohler Command 15. They take the carburetor off. Put the carburetor apart. There's some parts and pieces of it, the other parts is in the shop. All toward to hell. No good. So I gotta find the carburetor for that. And I told the guy he's looking about $400 to $500 worth of parts just to fix that damn thing. Labor and all, but I gotta get all this stuff done here. At least that green and white Ford over there. And my battery light's flashing at me, go figure. Gotta get that done. This gray Ford and this done by this weekend. So might not get too many videos up this week between now and Saturday, but I'll do my best. So anyways, guys, if you ain't subscribed, subscribe, rate my videos, comment, give me a thumbs up if you like them. And yes, I did shave and I look goofy, I admit it. I screwed up trimming it, so off it went. But anyways, look forward to more videos coming. So until then, y'all guys take it easy and remember, diesels rule.